In presenting you with material for your exploration, I want to just highlight a few things that I think are really important. One of the interests of Continuum is to expand our whole movement orientation that not only has to do with the physical body per se, but also the environment that we're engaged in. And so the issue of, it's called negative space, and what it is in painting, the space that is not occupied is referred to as negative space. So it doesn't mean it's bad, it means that it's not occupied. And it has a profound effect on the expression of movement when we take the space around the body. Here's the body that looks solid, mass, etc. And when I engage with the space, the behavior of my tissue, of the orchestration of sensation, the orchestration of what movement begins to emerge. And one of the things that's been important to me in the use of negative space is that the movement becomes effortless. And effortless movement began to arrive for me in the work that I started to do with spinal cord injuries in the 70s, of seeing people struggling to try to move and of finding ways of easing how the whole movement expression begins to take place. So I didn't know at the time or think about the fact that I might be pioneering a whole other movement expression based on necessity, but I do think that this is quite remarkable. The more diverse a system becomes, the more capable it is of dealing with whatever is coming its way. So it stands to reason that the more limited I am in my orientation, the less capable I am of having a broader band of how it is that I realize my body or the world. Negative space is so interesting because it includes the environment. And so usually when we are doing whatever it is that we're doing, we're very single purpose. We don't particularly see how the environment is affecting and playing a role in what's going on. And I do think that this is just part of how it is that we've developed. You know, we're very object oriented. We're not so environmentally aware. So the issue of mass and density, and again, I just wanted to say that became a big issue with people who are compromised in some way. There's a great deal of mass. Everything is like this. And so the issue of being able to use space, and the behavior of tissue changes drastically when all of a sudden we begin to include space. So in the presentation that we're doing in the particular lesson that we're proposing, the diversity of tissue behavior is an elaboration of giving us opportunities of sourcing ourselves in many kinds of ways. And one of the things that I feel is on the table, besides health, which stands to reason, the more we're able to broaden our engagement. I think that one of the most important things in relation to where we are now as a species is in what ways can we increase our ability to flourish and the capacity to engage in the environment. In other words, when we're thinking about space, that has to do with the environment. And so the issue of being localized, of just disregarding whatever's taking place in the richness of how an environment can support the scope of not only our sense of movement, but our perception as well. And the movement increases perception. And so the world becomes richer as our ability to engage in it within the scope of this incredible arrival of life on land.